All right. How's everyone doing today? I hope you can hear me very well. I'm trying to do a kind of different video. Sorry if the camera's a little shaky. It's attached to my pin board right now. So, yeah, I decided to do a little video. Some people asked for me to shoot a video of me, pinning it up. They like, the pin collages that I do. And I'm always trying to get some work done on this massive board I'm trying to complete. And I scored some real sweet pins. Not under the best circumstances, but I got some really nice McDonald's pins. Long story short, not getting too deep into it, these were mine at one point, and I sold them or traded them to a collector friend of mine, and the collector friend of mine passed away, and his son contacted me and said, hey, I still got those McDonald's pins, do you want them? So I bought them from him, I'm just trying to do my best, give them a good home. I have a McDonald's section right here. I'd already capped it off at the top with these, I don't know if you can see, I try to move the camera, with these beverage balloon, hot balloon pins. So now I'm going to attempt to build the, because I assumed this would be all the McDonald's pins that's on the board because I'm kind of closing it out. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to move the collage horizontally over Han and Leia. Yeah, because I fortunately still have some exposed edges with the McDonald's pins. Got a lot of good pins, a lot of small pins. I like it. So let's get started. Don't know how talkative I'm going to be, especially since pin backs get everywhere, man. Especially since see, that would look good right there, but you're going to leave a little gap right there. That's a problem. So unless I can get a really small pin to fill that gap, and that is the biggest pin I have, it seems like as far as a square goes, this is the biggest pin I have as far as a circle. Like either people are going to like these videos or they're not, and this will be the only one I do. I don't know if it's going to be boring, and I don't know how much I have to talk about here. It's a very nice pin. It's like Japanese. Oops, sorry. Very nice. May have to cut this video short because I think my child just woke up. Well, shit. I'm a stay-at-home dad, so I've got a baby monitor right here, and little Tyke is just sleeping. Yep, so I guess I'm just going to go with my initial idea. Put this happy birthday pin right here. And try to use one of these small horizontal pins. Not small enough, too big. Maybe this service pin right here is what I'm thinking. See, it's tiny. I don't like using up my tiny pins. They're like my aces in the hole. So, it's kind of sad. That one's going in. There you go. Always be very careful when pushing pins in, especially older pins, because posts tend to break very easily. Always inspect the back of the pin first to see if it's a pin that's soldered on, like actual on, or if you see like a little dollop of glue. If you see a dollop of glue, be extra careful. Otherwise it will break. I want something that goes in there relatively good. That's going to be the biggest problem thing. Probably use one of these two, like little insert things here. Put my pin back to the side. Yeah, that's probably the best I'm going to do. So that's what I like to call stationary pin. When you have a problem area that you need to address, that pin has to be there. So instead of building up to that pin and hoping that pin can fit, it's best to just go ahead and put that pin down and then build up to that pin. It's what I do with my set piece pins, like Han and Leia. I put them in there, and then I filled out the pins around them to accommodate them being there, because they're the pieces I want to make sure that we're in a certain place. I don't like to try to plan out things too much, but I have to plan a few things out, otherwise it doesn't look at all. It just looks like a giant mess. I like my pin boards to have, if you look close enough, some sort of semblance of a theme. If you look hard enough, you can see symmetry, but you have to look hard to find it. Well, that could look good right there. Get a little higher up. Don't want his legs underlay his head. It's a big problem I've had with these pop pins. Not only how raised they are, but also you can kind of get stuff under the pin, so it's hard to pick and choose how much you want. I wish that burger was extended a little bit. I guess I could try to pull this pin out and move it over a little bit. What do you guys think? Maybe I can, yeah. Another thing I hate doing is pulling pins once they're set. Do it too much, and you're gonna have just a bunch of holes. See if we can accommodate this. You see that pin right there? It's very bendy right where the holes are for the Olympic symbol. Oh, close, I like it. I don't like that right there, but maybe let's pick this up again and move it down a little bit so it looks like it's covering up just a little bit better. Okay. All right. Yeah, this may be a boring video, but hey, I was asked to do it, and I do what I'm asked. Oh, look, that fits relatively nicely, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. You were made to go there, Ronald McDonald. Doing pretty good. Already got a few pins in there. Try to get some of the big pieces. We got some squares in here. Let me see if I can set this where you can see the pins that I'm working on. See, here's one of the things. It's actually sad to see him. He kept them exactly the same as they were when I sent them to him. They're in the same thing. I bought a, if you're checking out my page, you probably noticed that I'm kind of into Pokemon pins. So I bought it because there were some Pokemon pins that were given to McDonald's employees. Actually really fun. They say Pokemon instead of Pokemon, so I had to get them. But the only way I could find a complete set of them as opposed to just one or two was to buy this whole huge lot, like it's what's called a Riker box, full of pins. Too wide? That would have been sweet. That's going to be an issue right there to fill. Yeah, that is going to be an issue. Oh, boy howdy. Let me think. Yeah, I don't see any McDonald's pins I have. That one would be the only thing. Probably moving too far away from the camera, too. I'm going to have to pull this immediate release out. We're going to have to use smaller pins to fill this hole out. We're going to have to use 2 pins instead of 1. Let's try some circles. A little trick when I'm having problems is to just find some circle pins that can fit side by side in a space. I think that'll work. Let's see. I need to get these as close as I can. All right. Too wide, so let's find... Well, how about that other vertical McDonald's Olympic pin? Bam, look at that. No, I wish that was a little closer to Ronald. Center it, split the space. If I split the space between the pins, between 2 pins, it looks like there's less space, even though it's technically the same amount of space. Hold on, gotta... Don't want to cough in the camera. Again, I'm sorry if this is gonna... I may not even upload it if I watch it again, and it seems like I'm just backing away from the camera every 5 minutes and to look at the pin board. Gotta find something very interesting to get in there. Let's see here. Thinking. Can this go on top of there, first and foremost? Yeah, sure, that could go on top of there. Keep these 2 pins together since they look similar. Happy day. Don't you wish every day was a happy day? That's what I'm talking about. All right. Looking good. Maybe thinking about building this up with some more circles. I kind of wish they were right on top of each other, but they're not. I have nothing that can dig in there, which sucks. Closest thing I have would be maybe this right there. And then try to find some sort of like vertical dealie to go in there, but I'm out of thin vertical dealies, so Going to have to try to figure out how to do this a different way. That'd probably be the least amount of space I could do. I've got nothing that goes in there. How does that look, guys? Right there. That doesn't look too bad. Especially since I can get this one. Oh, no, no, no. See what I'm talking about? Oh, look at that. Bent post. 1 second. Very carefully. Trying to bend it back in place without breaking it. And I failed. It is broken. Oh, well. I don't ever like repairing pins because they just never seem the same. Got someone who they like to repair pins, so if I break pins, I usually hook them up with all my pins. I try to put this. If it's that weak of a pin, then I kind of don't want it on my board anyway. So you could kind of see getting in the board as kind of a test of strength for the pin, and if they don't do it, hey, you're gone. Filling this dip right here. Some sort of, I've got this long oval might work. Right there, you think? I also have this. That looks good right there, kinda. What the hell? Fire from the hip sometimes. Just stick it in there, work it. I want to kind of keep it, I don't want it diagonal. I want it same way. Get out of here, cat. Shut my door. Somehow he opens it. That's crazy. All right. So now, next problem area I see is right there. We need some sort of thing that can dip in there. It's either going to be this pin. Maybe try to get that 4-leaf clover in there. It's going to be this Top Gun pin. Ooh, I think the Top Gun pin looks good. Look at this bad boy. He looks pretty cool. Just says Top Gun Competition 1987. Wow. It's the year my wife was born. Really want you to work. Don't break or bend. Oh, look at that. I don't know if you can see that, but that is absolutely perfect. Okay. Doing good, guys. All right, let's move this pin up there. Keep it in there. Flat area right there. Kind of want to even this off with some horizontal pins. But I want some problem horizontal pins because it's a big spot. We got a lot to work with. Well, that looks kind of good right there. Put you, oop, moved you too close. There we go. Widen that post hole out a little bit. Now maybe fit that in there. Nope, not wide enough. Or not long enough. We need something longer than that. Let's try this, maybe this, but it might be too long. Boom. Oh no, that is perfect. Boom. Look at that. Remember, we started this with Leia and Han's head blank, and I think we're already doing a good job filling this out. Trying to get this done so it's not like an obscenely long video for immediate release or another happy day. I like how square the happy day is. Oh no. Oh, you're a sideways post. Sometimes get a post that's already bent, and it makes it very hard to put it in straight. There we go. Sometimes it actually helps, but that's a story for another day. I have intentionally slightly bent a post so I could put it in at an angle. Anything that works to get it to pin in. Oh no. Oh, that looks like I would love for that to fill in that gap. So let's go ahead and put that in to kind of spin it right there. That looks good. Now we just got to see something we could do right there. I'd love for it to be a square, but I think This is the only square we have, and it fits. I love to group same geometric shapes together, you know. It's nice. All right. Got a lot of McDonald's logos, pins. I thought this would go a lot quicker, but all right. Like I said, I want to start building this up right here with the circles, so put one more up there. Now created this problem area, which I need to fit. Big circle, no. Need something to get in there. This holiday pin. Fits the bill just perfectly, although leaves a little gap right there, which makes me not want to put this here. So, changing my mind on that one. So I can get something more flat at the top, or maybe even a bigger circle. Yeah, bigger circle fills that gap better. There we go. All right, we are getting close, real close. All right, got a lot of logo pins. I've really grown to have a certain disdain for the McDonald's logo, with those two humps at the top just makes it really hard to find something that fits. This looks like an interesting pin. Maybe it can fill a gap somewhere. Right there. But then what would go there? So let's find something. Small logo pin. This one right here is pretty cool. It just says, "You make it happen." Can't even hold this thing. It's so small. Anyway, let's see if we can get this "You make it happen" as close as we can right here. Nope, too close. It's a tight squeeze. But I need the most room I can to fit this right there. There we go. All right. We think, 17 minutes, should I keep it going, or? I'd like to just fill these out. That was my goal, but oh shoot, I don't want it to be too long of a video for you guys. Sit here, listen to me rattle off about pins. It's very cathartic, in my opinion. I described it once to my wife as putting together a puzzle with no instructions. Like, you have the pieces, you're trying to find a way to make them fit, you know, and make them look nice. So it's like, that's what it is, like putting together a puzzle, no pieces. When you find that piece that fits, it's just so awesome. I've sought and bought pins just to fill certain spots. If we do that, then we need some sort of, oh, I think I can make that work. Okay, so let's put another circle right here. Nice, and then let's try to get this Israel McDonald's pin. Pretty cool. The flag right there. Oh, it doesn't get in there though. Really like something that got in there. Maybe this 2. I bet this 2 will do it. What are you getting out there? Oh, another bent post. Dang. Come on, McDonald's. Make some better pins. Come on. You're lacking the money. Way too high. Come on, fella. Such a long posted pen, too. All right, time to regroup. Get in there, fella. There we go. That's going to be about the best I can do right there. I'm getting a nice flat top. I need to come back over here. I've been staying away from there and I don't know why. All right. Probably because anything I do with those balloon pins cuts me off, and I kind of wanted to keep going with some pins there, but having a hard time finding product pins in balloon form. It kind of fits in there, so go with that. That actually would have probably been better, huh? No, we'll just put these together then. Together. Reverse. You right there. And you right there. We'll keep your luck of the Irish together. Help me find my next pins. All right. The pin back's here. We're getting to the nitty gritty here, fellas. Almost done. I can taste it. Well, can't taste it. See, if I put this here, well, that fills there. That is going to create a decided problem right there with a very, very skinny vertical pin. And I'm just not ready to make that commitment right now. Kind of liking it's going to make some problems, these logo pins lining up. So I think I'm going to try to line up as many as I can. I can do Ottawa. That's it. Can't fit Finland in Ottawa. Can't fit those two. We can just fit one and then try to fill in the spot, or fit none and abandon the idea. I am going to go with none and abandon the idea. Okay, we're getting an issue here, fellas. Already done. Just got a few more pins. Ooh, I forgot about you. Maybe you can fit in with another pin. Can you fit in with Ottawa? Nope. Can you fit in? Nope, nope, nope. All right, so regroup again. Let's see. Let's do these pins just right here. We need the one that can get the closest in there. Would probably be you. Finland. Ottawa. Do we have anything that dips in? Oh, Israel dips in. So Israel. See, that flag kind of dips in between those circles. Eliminates some of the space. Ottawa on top. I need something else that kind of dips in. That's enough, as long as I can get it super duper close. There we go. That's looking nice. Oh, back is killing me bending over like this, reaching over this board. It's huge, so it requires me to become like a contortionist to reach some pins. That is an issue right there. And I'm not liking it. Let's see here. May have to do something. Yep. Remove a pin that was already there. Another little method of mine to make room for two more pins that hopefully will fit. That's one. And two. Doesn't dip in there. That's a problem, though. But it's not the biggest problem, and I'll take it because for the sake of trying to get all these pins together. Get these pin backs out. Remove these last two from this thing. All right, fellas. Sorry for the long video. We just got these pins left, so we are close. We can do that. Let me see. See, just nothing fills that right there. That's my problem. I do like that right there. Gonna have to cut these guys off. Right there. Right there. Oh yeah, that looks good. And then, oh, just stick you right on top of there. And the last pin, I'll just stick right here. A little bit lower. Come on, guy. All right. There it is. Ooh, all pins done. Let me unclip my phone. Get a little closer look at these bad boys. So, boom. Sorry. Like I said, if you remember, nothing on top of Han and Leia. Now we almost doubled the McDonald's pins. Pretty good. Try to get... Sorry, it's so dark in this room. That's why I have a light here. I live nocturnally. Nice little pin board. A huge pin board, so to speak. Doing the best I can. Last little area right there. Last little area right there. So close to being done, fellas. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to watch it over. So I'm going to suffer through 26 minutes of me talking. So just to decide whether or not I think y'all will want to suffer through 26 minutes of me talking. Probably not, but if you see this, then I changed my mind. Hope you enjoyed this, you know. If anyone else does anything similar to this, making these massive, you know, collage pin boards, I love to see them, man. So hit me up, especially if you got pins for trade. See y'all next time.